Hey folks, JR, back for another episode of Echoes of Shannon Street Case File. It's going to be episode 21, CP to Scope. In this episode we're going to deal with more police radio transmissions. Tact Unit will be doing the majority of the chatting on the radio. You'll hear Captain Music, who's the commander of the Tact Unit. You'll hear him giving out some information and advising his TAC guys what's going on. Before we get into that though, we're going to hear a clip from Shannon Street Echoes Under a Blood Red Moon. After that, then we'll jump right on into the radio transmissions.
Degree weather. Now, Memphis weather, unlike Chicago weather, where it's very dry, it's a very moist, cold air that's coming through. We had tackle guys that were on the roof for 20 plus hours with no winter gear like we would know it today.
Page 3, tape number 12, side number 1. Start 0:1800 hours, finish 0:4700 hours, date 1/12/83, F5, that's Foxtrot 5 frequency, car to car, 4 to 500. Captain, have you got someone to relieve Parker? He is at the duplex on the west side of the house in question. You need someone over there with him. He advises he does not have a TAC unit officer with him and he is covering that side. He has got his instruction, RB. We don't need anybody over there with him. Did you copy 163? Do you want me to stand by for a while? Pull out. To 163? Negative, stay there. 542 to 540, inaudible. Dispatcher, 500 was the decision of 163 to stay in his position. Check, command post, stay in his position. 163, stay in your position. 163, if anybody wants to get to me, they will have to come in the rear door of the duplex, the rear door or window. Dispatcher, check 163. 500 to all, that should say scopes, not stove, scopes. People, we got a police jacket, Officer Swill's police jacket not accounted for. Be advised of that. Got a police jacket not accounted for. CP to scope, come in with your number if you read that. Check 540. Check 569. Car 542 to 540. 540. I have got Davison here with me at the school. Where are you at? I've got a man standing down east side of the building just below the flagpole. Do you want him to meet you? Check. Okay, come with your location again. 540 just east of the flagpole in front of the school, by the front rooms there. Page 4, tape number 12, side number 1. Start 0:18 hours, finish 0:47 hours, date 1/12/83. Foxtrot 5 frequency, car to car. On the roof, check. 354, dispatcher, 354. 354, we got the light, gas, and water. We got the light turned out in the rear on the house on Curry. Meet me down here. Do we need to cut out another light? Do you got any idea? Dispatcher, 500, the lights in the rear of the house have been cut out. Do you need light, gas, and water personnel to stand by or move or turn them loose? 500, stand by, command post. Command post 69. Is that you back on that side? Command post to 69, go ahead. 500, go ahead. CP, to officer requesting those lights on Curry, can we cut the light, gas, and water loose now? Dispatcher, command post, those lights on Curry have been turned off. Request to know if you need the light, gas, and water personnel to remain on the scene at the command post or for them to return to service. 500, turn them loose. Dispatcher, also where the light, gas, and water personnel are, advise them to return to service. Okay, 354, command post, only want the one light cut off to rear the suspect's house, or does he want all the lights on Curry off? Dispatcher, 54, standby. 165 to 107, inaudible. 503, where do you want Davison to meet you? At the flagpole in front of the elementary school. Okay, 503. 165 to 104. 165 to 104. 104. 104 talking. Dispatcher, 165, go ahead. Page 5, tape number 12, side number 1. Start 0:1800 hours, finish 0:4700 hours. Date 11283, Foxtrot 5, frequency car to car. 165, standby. 540, go ahead. 503 to 540, advise, do you want Davison in front of the school at the flagpole? 540, I've got a man sitting there waiting on him. He is on top of the roof though. 503, if he goes in front of the school, he'll be in view of the perpetrator. 540, east of the location. But if you want to go to the rear or have detail meet you at the end, rear of the school, okay, I will have him meet me there. 504 to 165, just stand your position till you're relieved. Okay, 165. 162, more screams coming now. 162, advise, more screams out. 540, appears the screams are from the right window. Dispatcher, have screams coming from the right window. 540, apparently they did close the front door and they have opened, cracked a little bit to the right window. 503, go to the front door and check. Dispatcher, 540, can you advise how long it has been since the door was shut? Check 540, it was possibly when all the lights went out. It is hard to tell exactly. I am fairly sure that it is closed completely. Went down there twice and it does look like it is shut. Okay, 540. 165, advise someone is screaming and hollering no. 165, fault in tape, inaudible. Defect in tape starts at number 687. Cannot make out what rest of tape may have had on it. Page 1, tape number 12, side number 2, start 0:47 hours, finish 0116 hours, date 11283, Foxtrot 5, frequency car to car. Tape defect, cannot understand what is being said. Tape starts at number, tape picks back up at number 042. 540, these screams they sound like a male white, evidently sounds real clear. They may have a window open on front. Advise the screams are coming from the front of the house, not the rear. 502 to 540, 540. Can you assist with the broadcast information you have been putting out? Check 540. We can pick that up over here, and it may be just a question of what we are trying to do. Check 540. Folks, for any of y'all that didn't catch that, 502 is a lieutenant, and he just gave 540 a radio butt chewing. 63 to 104. 5 to 540, I was advised to relieve you on the roof. Can you advise me how I gain access? 540, we went up the front along the overhang walkway. They don't want anything going on in front. You might be better coming around the back. 163 to 102. 163 to 102, long pause. 163, dispatcher is trying to reach you. Dispatcher, 102, 102, 163, call. 565, show me in position on the roof of the school. The Spider-Man up here needs relief. He has been up here a long time. Get somebody up here. 565. Dispatcher, okay, 565, you okay in making the relief? 565, I am in position on the roof, relieving Melton, and the spotter up here needs to be relieved. Okay, 16, we need a spotter to relieve on top of the school. 569, spotter will be relieved. Dispatcher, 569 spotter also needs relief. Page 2, tape number 12, side number 2, start 0:47 hours, finish 01:16 hours, date 1/12/83, Foxtrot 5, frequency car to car. Dispatcher, 565 and 569, your spotter is released or being arranged for him now. Inaudible. 102 to 104. Dispatcher, 102 to 104. 106, go ahead. What is your location, 102? 106, we are at the school. RB is being interviewed by the shoot team now. 102 to 106, get a list of the people we have out on as the coverage. Okay, can you get me a number on them? It will be Giles, Cunningham, I believe. That is the only two we have. A just relieved them. No, that A is talking about the A shift. 160, I'm sorry, the A shift is the midnight shift. 163, I need some relief. Dispatcher, 104, 163 is also requesting some relief. He is on the west side of the house in the duplex. Ask him to go to 6, correct, go to 3. 502 to dispatcher. Dispatcher, 502 go. 502 go ahead. 502 advise 163 we can secure his position and report back to his commanding officer. Dispatcher, 163, are you okay? 163, okay. Dispatcher, secure your position, report back to your commanding officer at the school. Okay, 163, Tact Unit has got back of house covered. 562 and advise 66. 562, do you have west side of the house secured? 562. 502, coming out the back door of the duplex. Page 3, tape 12, side number 2. Start 0:47 hours, finish 01:16 hours. Date 1/12/83, Foxtrot 5, frequency car to car. Dispatcher, officer on the roof, be advised, there's an officer coming at this time to relieve you. Be aware of the officer coming up the rear of the school, coming up on the roof to relieve you. check. 562 to 513. Be advised, 562 advised 670 is going to take up position that 163 had. Check. Long pause. Tape ends. All right, folks, that's going to wrap up this episode. I don't know if you've noticed, but the officers that are maintaining that inner perimeter getting upset and very distraught over the fact that Bobby Hester is screaming continuously, which would indicate he's being beaten by the suspects in the house. Obviously, the police officers are upset because police officers are supposed to go help people, and that includes other police officers. So some of that little catty talk on the radio, that is them trying to express their frustration. And as you can tell from some of the supervisors' comments, and oh, by the way, it'll just get worse as we go through this. You're going to hear it really get bad on the radio between officers and supervisors because Bobby Hester is being beaten to death slowly. In fact, the time we're listening to this right here, he's been getting beat for 2.5 hours, 3 hours. All right, we're going to come back next week, do negotiations next week. How about maybe in a day or two? And folks, I do appreciate y'all listening in, and we'll get together here in a few days, and we will see you down the road.